Yo, what is up guys? It's Fearkat back with another video, and today in this one we're going to be watching WatchMojo again. Top 10 things that lead to the rise, or that led to the rise and the fall of The Walking Dead. So I'm super excited. I want to see what WatchMojo's opinions are. I just like seeing opinions. Like I like answering opinions with my own opinions, you know what I mean? So yeah, let's get right into that. All right, so here we go.
EP Pan City here real soon.
Welcome to WatchMojo.
I got the
Today we're counting down our picks
got the
for the top 10
lights
things
changed
that led to
today.
the rise and fall of The Walking Dead.
Different setting today. We're going all lights on.
Don't let it go to your head.
Let's start over.
For this list, we're looking at why fans fell in love with the zombie show and what made some people turn away from it.
Okay.
Since we'll be talking about events from the first 10 seasons of the show, beware of massive spoilers.
Oh yeah, if you haven't seen The Walking Dead, don't watch this.
What you adore or despise about The Walking Dead in the comments below. Number 10, unique and terrifying zombies. Rise.
Okay.
The Walkers made a huge impression
For sure.
when they first stumbled onto the screen. They looked gruesome, sounded terrifying, and felt like they could exist as a threat in the real world. And unique walkers like the Bicycle Woman showed the creators could remix
It's
the
Bicycle Girl, but okay. No, I'm messing around.
The combination of mind-blowing makeup and great acting from the people playing walkers immediately drew us into this new world. The Walking Dead zombie effects were so good that the show won 2 Emmys for Outstanding Achievement in Prosthetic.
I didn't know. Hold on.
The amount of effort it took to create
Man, that season was so damn good.
Every episode to see what the
Season 5, I think it was, right? Oh golly.
Number 9, small
Okay.
and relatable stakes.
Okay, so on that, I actually did not know that The Walking Dead ever won Emmys. I thought the whole thing was that it never won any awards, and that's why people were really sad about it, or upset, disappointed that you weren't giving AMC and The Walking Dead recognition for this project. But I wasn't aware. I guess back when Frank Darabont was running the show, I guess they won a couple. That's cool though.
Rise. The Walking Dead's first
Small
episode
and
finds
relatable
Rick
stakes.
waking up from a coma in the midst of the zombie apocalypse. After finding that his wife, son, and best friend are part of a group of survivors, Rick tries his best to keep them all together as the world around them falls apart. This simple setup allowed for a lot of complex drama.
It's supposed to make me feel better. It don't.
It was fascinating to watch Rick and his crew
that's season 1,
whether
Daryl.
they were doing right by the world and each other while trying to survive. They made us question what we would do if we were in their shoes.
It ain't hard, man. The right choice is the one that keeps us alive. It's always the same with you. It's like the first moment. It's whenever you're put to the test. Stop acting like you know the way ahead, like you know the rules.
There are no rules.
Gotta love it. Gotta
The
love
series'
it.
commitment to exploring the moral and practical problems of a zombie apocalypse immediately made the show compelling.
You once said that we don't kill the living.
Well, that was before the living tried to kill us.
Number 8.
I mean, that was always
relatively
here, hold on.
unknown.
That was always the thing about The Walking Dead, right? I mean, it was always about the people and those real life circumstances and scenarios, you know. And that kind of ties into this one as well that we're going into right here, casting relatively unknown actors.
Actors. Rise.
It's better this way.
What is?
Before 2010, casual audiences probably would not have recognized most of the cast. While some people may have remembered Norman Reedus from Boondock Saints or seen Andrew Lincoln in Love Actually, the show is full of relatively unknown actors.
He's kind of like
Since the cast wasn't that recognizable, it was easier for fans to see the actors as the characters they portrayed. It really felt like Norman Reedus was the capable and dirt-covered Daryl.
It's gotta be the brain. Y'all know nothing?
The actors were so tied to their characters,
100%,
the show felt more like a
100%.
documentary than a fictional drama. And it also didn't hurt that all the actors were extremely talented. By relying on great unknowns, the creatives gave us a fantastic cast that we could easily get invested in.
I told you so.
Now you're getting cocky, huh?
Number 7, Richonne.
Yeah, that was that was the thing, right? It's like I said before, it was always about the real life circumstances and real life scenarios, and then you have people, actors that people don't really know who they are. I mean, like they said, you had Norman Reedus, who was in Boondock Saints, and you had Andrew Lincoln, and some people, not a lot of people knew who John Bernthal was, but I think, I actually can't think of anything he did before. So yeah, it gave that real life sense to it because nobody knew who they were, and that's why it was great. It worked really well.
Rise. When Michonne
Richonne
first appeared
Rise,
on the show,
okay.
she was presented as a cold, katana-wielding walker slayer. While she was always dynamic in a fight,
Sure.
her character's reluctance to show vulnerability made her personality feel
Badass
static and
Michonne.
underdeveloped.
Really?
But everything changed when Michonne started dating Rick. Fans finally got to see the gentle and loving side of her character. Seeing Michonne
Oh
balance her
man, this episode was rough,
responsibilities
guys.
with
I'm sorry.
her
The
identity
CGI
and
deer
her
episode.
family made her feel more
I'm sorry, guys.
three-dimensional.
It was rough.
Their relationship had the added bonus of
Yeah,
softening
that was a
the
rough
harder
episode.
edges Rick had developed over the series. Overall, the adorable Richonne ship gave a lot of humanity to the characters who needed it the most.
I can't lose you.
Number 6, departing from the source material.
Yeah, that was a thing. Like with Richonne, I think that I don't know if I'd have it as this high up on the reasons that The Walking Dead was rising up. I definitely wouldn't have it this high, but fans definitely love that. It was good for the show for sure.
Rise.
Departing
While
from the
show
source
began
material.
as a nearly shot-for-shot adaptation of the comic, the creators didn't hesitate to make some significant changes.
You're putting every single one of us at risk. Just know that, Rick. Come on, you saw that walker. It was here. It was in camp.
Instead of abruptly being killed off,
Facts.
Rick's best friend Shane stirs up trouble throughout season 2.
Just let us do this, then we can talk. What you want to talk about, Rick? These things ain't sick. They're not people. They're dead. Ain't gotta feel nothing for them, because all they do, they kill.
Carol also survives the prison arc that claimed her comic book counterpart. And despite never appearing on the page, Daryl Dixon was created to break hearts and perform badass feats on the show. These changes kept comic book fans engaged because they couldn't predict what would happen next. And Daryl and Carol became so popular to all audiences that the duo is getting a spin-off show.
Yes, sir. Yes,
These
sir.
relatively small departures from the source material had hugely positive payoffs for the series. Number 5, Frank Darabont.
Okay. The thing about departing from the source material, which they have done, which has kept it unique, and it has kept it, they're right, it has led to the rise of the show. But I would say like 80% of the show is from the comics, like taken from the comics, like for sure. But like most of the show is thrown from the comics onto the show. I would say most of it, yeah.
Darabont leaving the show. Fall.
And this new world is ugly. It's harsh. It's a survival of the fittest.
Former showrunner Frank
I don't know how
Darabont
this is
spent
true,
years
but okay,
developing the
sure,
first season of
sure.
The Walking Dead. Fans have him to thank for the show's unique cinematography, grim tone, and the unforgettable pilot episode. But after Darabont clashed with AMC over budgetary and creative issues, he and the network had a nasty breakup even before season 2 aired.
Well, I guess if this is the first you're hearing it, I know how it must sound.
While it's hard to say how different the show would have been had he stayed,
I need to
his
watch more
firing
season 1,
definitely
boys.
had one major negative effect. Jeffrey DeMunn, who played the moral compass character Dale, demanded his character be killed off in the wake of Darabont's firing. The loss of a major character and its showrunner so early on wasn't a great omen for The Walking Dead.
Sorry, brother.
Number 4.
Okay, so I did not know Damon was actually demanded off the show after Darabont got fired. I actually didn't know that. But I do not see how Frank Darabont... Okay, so let me just say this. The first 2 seasons, specifically season 1, it was a lot different tone. It was a lot different composure. The shell was different, It looked a lot different. It was just... it was like a movie, It was like a movie that sliced into episodes. And that's what Darabont brought to it. But saying that him getting fired led to the fall of the show literally makes no sense, considering after he left is when the show started peaking. I mean, some people don't like season 3 and 4. I don't get that at all. But I've seen, well, specifically season 3. Some people say season 3 is kind of weak, but I don't get it. Especially if Frank Darabont just did season 1. I'm not sure if he did season 1 and 2 or if he just did 1. But if he just did 1, this is definitely not true, because the TV show got better. The TV show got more popular and got better after he left. So I don't agree with that at all. But sure.
Slow and overstuffed plotlines.
Now this I do agree with.
As the Walking Dead seasons got longer, the writers were tasked with stretching out overarching plotlines while keeping things interesting. But despite their best efforts, a decent number of episodes failed to develop characters or push the plot forward. The slow pace of the story only got worse as the cast ballooned.
We haven't come up with a single viable option yet. I wish we could.
So let's work on it.
Stop it.
While the show only followed Rick's crew in season 1, fans today have to keep track
Man,
of the
season
names
1
and
to season 2
motivations
just
of
hit different,
everyone
guys. It
in
really did.
Alexandria,
It really did.
Oceanside, and Hilltop.
Don't let it go to your head.
They also have to familiarize themselves with the Whisperers and every new character that appears. The sheer cast size and slow pace can
Hey,
make
it's
episodes
Beatrice.
a chore to get through. Watching a zombie show shouldn't require a glossary of characters and a cup of coffee. Number 3, too many shakeout.
100%.
Fall.
100% to this as well.
Fake-out death can shock the audience while giving them a deeper appreciation for the character they thought was lost. But if this story technique is used too often, viewers start to resent the writers for constantly tricking them.
Plot
Audiences
armor.
will
I hate
also
it.
have trouble believing that people can actually die. While nearly every main character has experienced a couple of fake-out deaths, the king of false demises is Glenn. After nearly killing him off half a dozen times, the writers tried to convince us he was dead for 3 episodes before revealing he was hiding under a dumpster. Number 2, the Negan cliffhanger.
Oh yeah.
Gonna be PP Pan City.
People hated this, guys. People
Remember
hated
what we
this.
said about fake-out deaths? Well, the season 6 finale left fans with the most infamous one of the series. In the final minutes, Negan plays Eeny, Meeny, Miny, Mo to determine who he will dispatch with his bat. But just as his victim is about to be revealed, the screen cuts to black.
You can bring
It's rough. It really was, guys. I'm sorry, but it was.
and try. Hell, you're all gonna be doing that.
Fans were
Yep.
infuriated they had to wait until next season to find out who perished.
Hey, don't show me
And
this.
to
Don't show me
add
this.
insult to
Don't show me
injury,
this.
Abraham and Glenn were both killed off in
Hey.
tremendously violent ways in the season.
Don't show me this.
It seems like you're trying to speak, but you just took a hell of a hit.
The reaction was
Okay,
so
good.
negative
You
that
can show me
each
it.
episode was re-edited to
I ain't watching this, dude. I just hate
But
it.
for some fans,
It's rough.
Walking Dead had already crossed a line.
Was the joke that bad?
Before we unveil
Oh,
our top
God.
pick,
Okay.
here are some honorable mentions. Rise, expanding zombie lore. Concepts like zombie camouflage became popular.
Oh yeah. The writing on the zombies. Yes, sir.
Andrew Lincoln's departure from the show. Fans weren't ready to let Rick go.
Yeah,
Rise,
I can.
Rick
I can
versus
see that.
Shane. The conflict between best friends was engaging and tragic. Fall. Humans became the main villains. The human antagonists started to get stale.
I don't know
Really?
who the hell he is, but Lucille?
I don't know. I don't agree with that at all. Actually, yeah.
Rise. Short seasons. Shorter seasons made for tighter storylines.
And this was your shot to prove to me that that fundamental fact was sinking in, and you failed. Which sucks, because your life was about to get so much cooler.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1, Carl's death. Fall.
Okay.
No matter how
Sure.
bleak
Yes.
things look for Rick, his son
Yeah.
Carl always gave him one hope
Yeah.
I found even more. But I ate it.
What was it?
112 ounces of pudding.
But that light faded in season 8.
He's not. They're not wrong. They're not wrong. This is the solid point.
Carl chose to end his life in the mid-season premiere. This
Yeah.
shocking twist had disastrous consequences for The Walking Dead's public opinion.
I mean, was this the plan? Was it supposed to be this way?
The episode that followed the mid-season premiere had 2 million fewer viewers. And while the series has tried to replace him with young characters like Henry and Judith, they haven't been able to fill the void that Carl left. His death was ultimately a major
They were never
loss
meant to
to
replace. I don't know about that.
Do you agree with our picks?
Okay, so here's the thing. Right? Here's the thing, guys. Here, let's go on the full screen for this. Okay, so here's the thing, guys. The thing about Carl, it's like it definitely did hurt the show a lot, but they did do his death scene really well. But the fact that they wrote him off, period, was extremely stupid. Like, they should have never gotten themselves into that situation, but the way they did it was, I think it was solid, you know. But that's probably an unpopular opinion, but that's my opinion. And I will say, a lot of these are right, some of them aren't, especially when they're talking about the fall of the show being the humans, like the humans being the villains. That's the fall of the show. That makes no sense, because we got that in season, I mean, we've had that literally ever since season 2. So, I mean, you know what I mean? Because Shane was kind of like the anti-hero a little bit. So, you know, it's yeah. So I agree with some of it. It's definitely it was at a great peak, and the season 7 and 8 kind of killed it. As ish is very ish, and then season 9 and season 10 they stepped it up a lot. But season 10, I finished it, or first 16 episodes, and they haven't, you know, spoiler alert, but they haven't killed many people. You know, it's been so much plot armor. And that's the thing that I hate the most about watching The Walking Dead and TV shows in general, because I sat through Game of Thrones, guys, you know what I mean? And just seeing plot armor, I absolutely despise it. That's one thing. If I'm watching these shows, that's one thing I cannot stand. But anyways, guys, let me know what you guys think. What were the rises and the falls of The Walking Dead? Leave a like on this video, subscribe for more awesome future Walking Dead and horror related content. I'm thinking about making a Last of Us episode, and maybe playing through the Walking Dead video games again. So yeah, turn on post notifications to get those videos when they come out. And yeah, this is Fearkat signing out.